Your cat looked you directly in the eyes and then walked away. Cat psychology holds one of the most misunderstood secrets in the entire animal kingdom, and today you will finally understand it. Most cat owners believe their cat ignores them out of arrogance or indifference, but scientists have discovered something far darker and far more fascinating about feline behavior. Your cat does not ignore you because it dislikes you. Your cat ignores you because its wild instinct is still running a hidden program deep inside its brain. Every single time your cat turns its back on you, something ancient and powerful is happening. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your cat the same way again. Have you ever called your cat's name across a quiet room, only to watch it flick one ear and refuse to move? Every cat owner has experienced this exact moment. You stand there feeling slightly rejected, wondering if your cat actually knows your voice at all. The truth is, your cat hears you perfectly. Research from the University of Tokyo confirmed that domestic cats recognize their owner's voice with remarkable accuracy. They identified their owner's call among strangers every single time. But recognition and response are two completely different things in the feline world. Your cat chose silence, and that choice reveals everything about cat behavior and the wild psychology beneath it. To understand why cats ignore you, you must first understand where cats come from. Unlike dogs, who evolved over thousands of years as pack animals wired for social obedience, cats domesticated themselves on their own terms. Ancient wildcats approached human settlements not for companionship, but for prey. Rodents gathered near grain stores, and cats followed the food. Humans tolerated them, but no one ever trained them to obey. That independent survival wiring never left. Your domestic cat carries the same neural architecture as a solitary African wildcat hunting alone at dusk. Responding to every call from another creature offered zero survival advantage. Ignoring distractions kept wildcats alive, and your cat's brain still runs that same ancient code today. Here is where cat psychology gets genuinely surprising. A 2013 study published in Animal Cognition revealed that cats understand the difference between being called and being ignored. They process the social meaning of attention, but domestic cats evolved to suppress their response, even when they recognize a signal. Scientists call this selective social engagement. Your cat is not confused. Your cat is making a conscious behavioral decision rooted in thousands of years of feline instinct. Think about that for a moment. Your cat understands you are calling. It simply decides the response is not worth its energy. That is not rudeness. That is a survival psychology so deeply embedded that even centuries of living beside humans could not erase it. Now here is the twist that shocks most cat owners. The very behavior you read as rejection is actually a sign of deep trust. In the wild, a cat that freezes or ignores a non-threatening presence is demonstrating that it feels safe. A frightened cat runs, hides, or attacks. A cat that calmly ignores you has assessed you as zero threat. Your cat's brain filed you under the category of safe background presence. You are so trusted that your cat no longer needs to monitor you. Dogs perform constant social checking because pack survival depended on group awareness. Cats never needed that wiring. When your cat ignores your call and keeps grooming itself in a patch of sunlight, it is paying you the highest feline compliment. You passed the threat assessment. You belong in its world. Did you know that cats have a completely separate social communication system that operates below human awareness? Cat body language runs on microsignals, slow blinks, tail angles, ear rotations, whisker positions that most owners never learn to read. When your cat ignores your verbal call but turns one ear slightly in your direction, it responded. It acknowledged you in its own language. The problem is that humans rely almost entirely on verbal and eye contact communication. Cats consider direct, sustained eye contact a dominance signal. When you call your cat loudly while staring at it, you are accidentally sending an aggressive social cue in feline language. Your cat's ignore response is not rejection. It is a polite de-escalation of a signal it read as slightly threatening. Understanding this single fact changes everything about how you communicate with your cat. Everything you have learned so far is building towards something extraordinary. But what comes next will completely change how you see your cat forever. The most shocking revelation about why cats ignore you has nothing to do with their feelings toward you and everything to do with a biological mechanism scientists only recently discovered. Stay with this video. What you are about to learn in the next few minutes is something most cat owners will never know. Scientists studying feline neurology discovered that a cat's brain processes human voices differently than it processes environmental sounds. Human speech activates a different neural pathway than rustling leaves or prey movement sounds. Your cat's auditory system evolved to prioritize sounds that signal survival: the rustle of a mouse, the flutter of a bird, the crack of a twig. A human voice registers in a lower priority processing channel. This is not a flaw. This is extraordinary evolutionary engineering. Your cat's brain routes your voice to the social processing center rather than the survival alert center. That routing creates a natural response delay. The cat must consciously decide to act on social input rather than reacting automatically. That decision takes neural energy, and cats, as masters of energy conservation, choose carefully when to spend it. The deeper layer of this discovery reveals something beautiful about cat behavior and trust. Over time, cats that bond deeply with their owners show measurable changes in their response patterns. A 2019 study from Oregon State University found that securely attached cats return to their owners after mild stress significantly faster than insecurely attached cats. The ignore behavior decreases as the bond strengthens. Your cat does not start obeying like a dog. Instead, it begins initiating contact on its own terms. It chooses to sit near you. It presses its head against your hand. It follows you from room to room at a careful distance. These are all active choices made by a brain that evolution wired for independence. Every single one of those moments means more than any trained dog response ever could, because your cat chose it freely. Now comes the most powerful truth about feline psychology that this entire video has been building toward. Cats do not ignore you because they lack love or loyalty. Cats ignore you because love and loyalty look completely different inside a feline brain. Human emotional bonding produces oxytocin, the same bonding hormone that surges between parents and children, between close friends, between romantic partners. Scientists believe for years that cats lack this hormonal bonding response. Then a 2019 study measured oxytocin levels in cats before and after interacting with their owners. Oxytocin levels in cats spiked by 12%. In dogs, the spike reached 57%. But here is what nobody talks about. Cats started from a much higher baseline oxytocin level than dogs. The actual bonding chemistry was already running at a higher resting state. Your cat walks around in a near constant state of low-level bonding chemistry connected to its safe home environment, which includes you. The ignore is not absence of love. The ignore is love so settled, so secure, so woven into your cat's baseline reality that it no longer needs to perform it. So the next time your cat hears its name, flicks one ear in your direction, and then returns its gaze to the middle distance, do not feel rejected. Feel honored. Your cat assessed you, processed you, filed you as safe and beloved, and returned to its ancient solitary peace with you woven quietly into that peace. You are not being ignored. You are being trusted at the deepest level a feline brain can offer. 3 things should stay with you from everything you learned today. First, your cat recognizes your voice perfectly and chooses its response deliberately. Second, the ignore behavior is rooted in thousands of years of independent survival wiring that domestication never erased. Third, the oxytocin research proves your cat carries a constant low hum of bonding chemistry connected to you even in silence. That is the dark truth about feline psychology. It is not dark at all. It is one of the most quietly beautiful things science has ever revealed about the animal that chose to live beside us on its own terms forever. If this video shifted how you see your cat, drop your cat's name in the comments right now. Reading your cat's name down there genuinely makes this community feel alive. Subscribe to this channel because new cat psychology secrets arrive every single week, and most cat owners will never discover them. Hit the like button and help another cat owner stumble across this video today. And if you want to go even deeper, the next video reveals the hidden reason why cats need blankets, and the answer traces back to something that happened in their very first hours of life. You will not want to miss it.